Good afternoon. This is going to be a little bit different of a game. This one is called Gunpoint. You can actually find it on Steam. At the point of recording this, it was actually on sale for like $5 if I remember correctly. It is a pretty interesting game. It's kind of like it's an infiltration game, and pretty much what you're trying to do is investigate different things, and as you do so, you get more money. When you get more money and skill points, you can basically adjust your character a little bit. So basically this is just some back and forth as far as storyline goes. And pretty much this female up here was wanting you to come up to check out a particular issue. And then some guy apparently goes over and shoots her. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump out. And basically we're just going to escape. So this is like a little bit of the backstory. Basically he got some hyper trousers. And basically these allow you to jump really far and fast into things. So for some reason he decided to test it out by jumping through his own window. Alright, and most of the communication is having to do with this here. So a lot of times when you talk back and forth with different people to find out different jobs, this is where you would start out with. And so at this point you can basically discuss different things with them. And basically she's saying that she believes that I didn't do it because she's seen that, like, according to the camera footage, according to the camera footage, the gunshot happened, and then I showed up on the camera footage very shortly afterward. And pretty much your first couple missions is to basically get rid of the records of that. So every so often you'll be able to upgrade, so you can increase both speed and distance traveled by doing this, or you can also decrease the charge time on it. And we'll go to our mission. Alright, so at this point we'll go ahead and start our mission. The goal in here is basically we're going to go into the first location and try to wipe out the data. But I have done these before already, so... And as you can see, basically to jump, you just hold down the mouse button, and you can basically clean the walls and ceilings. It's kind of neat as far as that goes. Alright, so we'll hop down here. Alright, so door's open. Let's take a look at in here real quick. I'll go up to the top floor. Now you get different amounts of points depending on how well you do the mission. So if you're making like a lot of noise, which I'll show you after this mission as well. But yeah, if you're making a lot of noise and killing a lot of people, because later on you'll have to deal with guards and things like that. you're going to get different ratings. So what we're going to actually try to do is do this without causing too much commotion. Alright, so time-wise we did really well. Noise, we didn't make any noise. Witnesses, there was none. And then we didn't actually kill anyone, so... So basically we're going to interact for our next mission. And again, we get to upgrade ourselves. We'll probably just make it to where we can jump further a little bit faster. The first time I played through, I basically just went back and forth on it. And we'll go ahead and accept this. Now, generally, most of these missions do get a little bit better. Like right now, this is just intro stuff. Alright. Starting to cling to the roof. And basically just hop down on them and then knock them out. The next mission is when things actually start getting a little more interesting. So, like up to this point, it's still kind of... It's kind of a mess still, but... Alright, so they did have witnesses, but... Yeah, but since we didn't actually kill anyone, then... Yeah. So basically, you either have to choose to kill them, or... and then let them live as... Let's see, so the next one we're going to do is get into Ellis Street Facility. You'll need to rewire the building's electronics. If you don't have a crosslink, buy one. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade again. And then we'll buy our crosslink. And as I mentioned, this is where the game's going to be a little bit more interesting. Alright, so pretty much what we do is we rewire things. Normally this light switch here will activate the light, but since I switched where it activates, it now activates a door. Let's just jump up here. We could have jumped to the glass, but I figured it's probably better if we just try to do it quietly. And as you can see, we actually made a little extra money out of it too. Alright, we're going to go ahead and boost that further. Alright, so this one's going to be a little bit bigger of a place. So pretty much this here activates... We can't do anything about that. And as you can see, as soon as we got within line of sight, he shot us. So alright, so we knocked him out. We're We're going to attach this to that light up there. I think we're about to get shot again. Okay, so we managed not to get shot. That's always a plus. Alright, so at this point, now we have to escape. Alright, so we need to rewire this to open that up. So one of the big things I can say about this game is the fact that it does seem to give you a little bit of creativity as far, well, you're able to use a little bit of creativity whenever you're playing, as compared to, you know, this particular puzzle game. You have maybe one or two solutions. Alright. Now she can actually tell you a lot more information, but I figure I'll just go with the quick answer on it. Alright, so on this one, I can either hop up, take him out, which I may do this one a little more loud. Ooh. Okay, well that's not a good option either. Alright, so we're just going to jump in there. We're going to use this. Actually, let's go ahead and open this door first. Next, we're going to knock out the lights. And we're basically going to use the door to knock them out, which we did. Ah! They do have limited sight, but that also means that let's see if we can actually take them out without killing anyone. Do think a little bit differently. So we're going to go ahead and activate the door, because ideally what we're just going to do is just lock them out. Okay. Alright, so lastly, we hacked into that. go. And off the subway. So there's no witnesses, there's no noise, and a little bit of violence because we hit him on the door. Alright, so at this point we can actually pick up different missions, though right now we're still stuck with the one mission. We will have to get the wire jack if we want to do the next one. And we can go and upgrade. And basically, the mission for this, I'll just explain to you instead of having to read all of it, is that we're pretty much having to listen in on some information. So we're trying to get in there, find out what's going on, and report back to her what it is. Alright, so we know that the camera is not attached to anything, so we're going to use that to basically use that to get us down there. And we pretty much have to wire jack into that, which will turn on everything else. It basically makes it to where we can actually get through the building a little bit. Alright, so we have this light switch, which now activates that. We don't actually need that. And we'll just move that down there. Because this movement sensor here, if we go down the hallway, it's going to close the door on us. At this point, we'll move up to the top. Alright, so we've pretty much completed it. I mean, I'm sure I could break in there and figure out some more stuff, but I figure it's better to try and keep things as quiet as possible. So use that to get out. Alright, so we made an extra $8, which isn't a big deal, but so basically just tell her what we found. Alright, so she'll pay us 160, but he'll pay us 100. Yeah, we'll give this one a try. Yeah, we'll do that one. Though I'm kind of confused as to why every single person that's affiliated with all of this is actually all hiring you at the same time, which, who knows? Alright, so now we have to deal with heavier guards, so So this light switches on. Alright, so that knocks out the lights. That's all closed circuit, so well, it's gonna be a little bit different. Oh. So I can either go up the stairs, because basically I have to get to that terminal. But he's looking that way. So I'll probably have to come up behind him. Or maybe not. But I might also keep him turned that way since the stairs won't make noise. I would think, anyway. Okay, so the first thing is we probably want to knock out. Oh, we don't have access to the lights. Alright, so if I go into the camera, that will turn off the light. Which then I can try to shock him. There we go. And let's open that up. Alright, so basically we're going to run all the way up to the top. Yeah, we'll probably just break through this time. So we don't get the noiseless thing, but we had a ball, so it'll go all the way back down to the bottom, which would have been time consuming. And even with a broken glass, it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a lot of loss on it. Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and check this person out. I know you're taking a job to steal one of my prototypes. That doesn't sound like me. so much talking for no reason. Sure, let's go and start the mission. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm sure it's just find a computer, break it. So I need to get to those 3 terminals. So I need this one to link to that one. So that way when he walks through it, it's going to activate the store, which then I can turn on those 3 terminals. Oh. Or knock me out. Alright, so all of these work now for... But... let's see if this breaks me down. Nope. We need something here that can... Alright, so this green one will trigger something else. Trigger that. This will trigger the lights. He will go to get the lights on. Okay. Yeah, so he'll do this, which will open this one, which will open this one, which will open this one. Camera will activate the lights, which will bring him here. And this will open up. Alright, so this does seem to take a while. I guess I actually need to turn off the lights, because he can get to the door himself. Alright, so we need to get up here. Ah. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump now. Come on, fall. Ah! Bah. All right. So once he comes across, alright, so we don't have any lights here, which means we may need to hop up. Nope. No! No! Ah. Alright, so we don't have a way to activate that. Since the top guard is gone. Yeah. And out through the roof. And off we go. Wait, what? Well, unfortunately, I don't think I can complete it anymore. We're gonna have to restart, I think. But since we kind of know what we're doing this time, this should be a little bit quicker. Alright. So that activates that. This activates that. This activates the light. This activates that light. This activates the button, it doesn't do anything. Unfortunately, this is a very lengthy process. Okay, so that's going to close the door on him. Alright. Door open. He's shut in. Yeah. Ew, what was that? Ah, almost made it. Ah. Alright. Superman! Oh. Well, botch that a little bit. Oh, you're up the stairs. No. I'm so terrible at this. Okay. We did manage that. Ah. Okay, so I think the camera only activates when I go into it, so the only way to activate that is that. We'll knock out the lights completely with that. Then once he comes down, we're gonna hop on him. So pretty much at this point, right, the lights are knocked out up there. And once he comes back through, we're gonna knock him out too. Hopefully this will allow us to complete it this time. Yep. Alright, so we can do some more upgrades. Lots of money. Lets you jump through windows quietly, click in midair to activate it. Okay. Not so bad. We'll buy that. Well, anyway, I hope you have enjoyed watching. As I said, it's more just a side game that I was just playing for the sake of playing. This one is called Gunpoint. It's a interesting concept of a game, just infiltration sort of design. So I hope you've enjoyed watching, and thank you for watching Rundlii Gaming. You have a good day.